Good morning, everyone, from Venice, Florida. We are about to make our way on up to Oshkosh, and this lovely 172 and Carly here is my student along the way to Oshkosh.
Yes.
She is 15 hours-ish into training, and we are going to finish up her private pilot training all the way to Oshkosh, and then around there, and then back to Florida. So pretty much just the fire hose method. Just toss you right in, and yeah.
Figure it out as we go, right?
Yeah, you'll figure it out. We'll get a full 40 hours in, and yeah, it's gonna be busy.
Good to go.
Oh, totally good to go. Let's get in the air. So the idea of this video series is to really showcase the trip from Florida to Oshkosh with Carly as she learns along the way. Anything from radio communications to non-towered airport operations to towered airport operations, talking to approach center, and just general tips of flying the airplane, cross-country planning, dealing with weather, all of those things. So certainly is not a replacement for any sort of instruction, and it is a little long-winded, but hopefully you can take away a few tips.
Venice Municipal Airport. Automated weather observation 142 Zulu. Wind 150 at 6 knots. Visibility more than 10. Sky condition clear below 12,000. Temperature 31 Celsius. Dew point 25 Celsius. Altimeter 3013 inches of mercury. Remarks. Density altitude 2100.
Clear on the left.
Perfect. Let's go ahead and follow this yellow line out here over towards the run-up area. And then whenever you do complete a checklist, just try to like verbally announce, you know, like such and such checklist complete, right? So, you know, after start checklist complete, and then, you know, it's just kind of like that thing in your mind that tells you, yep, okay, I'm done with that now. And sometimes it's easy to get distracted, you know, 80% through a checklist, and then you wind up missing things because you get into the next item, you start, you know, working on something else, and then you think back, you're like, oh, I never said that checklist was complete. And it's just an extra little stopgap to help you keep from forgetting things. Clear, right? Nice job. Just put that yellow line underneath your butt.
Before takeoff, nose wheel is straight. Brakes hold set. Throttle 1000. Fuel selector valve on both. Flight controls check.
Here we go all the way in. Full left, full back, full right, full in. Back to neutral, perfect.
Got it. Trim tab is neutral. Mixture is rich. So all the way?
Yep, all the way in.
Throttle 1700. Ignition is right, left. So,
yep. So we'll do our magneto check.
I'm looking at manifold pressure?
Nope, we're going to be looking at RPM. So
Okay.
we're looking for the RPM drop. So you got to kind of ask yourself, what is the RPM now with them on both, and then what is the RPM when you go to each mag? Then you got to do that little bit of math in your head to make sure that's within tolerances.
Doesn't drop below 1500?
Pretty much, yeah. So you've set it to, really we're only at like 1600. So yeah, if we go there to 1700, as long as we don't see it drop more than one of those notches, then we're in pretty good shape. As long as it doesn't drop more than 100 RPM. And if it drops more than 100 RPM, we can take a closer look. We're looking for 125 RPM max drop and a 50 RPM differential on this one. So as long as they're within 50 RPM of each other, you know, one drops 75, the other one drops 100, that's cool. It's within 25, and they're both less than 125. Cool, yep, you get that drop in RPM when you pull the carburetor heat.
Prop cycle, rise in MP. I just pull back and see that.
Exactly, so you're going to look for a decrease in RPM, a rise in manifold pressure.
Like that?
Yep, exactly, so we got
So
the
both.
rise in manifold pressure, decrease in RPM. We do it 3 times, so the
Drop
first
it.
time was that.
Drop
Second
in
time,
oil.
a drop in oil pressure, exactly. Good, we got the little drop in oil pressure.
And then drop if there's any oil.
Yep, just be patient with it, let it come
Okay.
back up, because you had it out for quite a while there.
Oh, so it's faster than that?
Well, watch your RPM, right? So it dropped from 1700 down to like 1200, so let it return back to 1700. And
Okay.
now this third time, we're just going to pull it, we're going to hear it, yep, back in. And we're looking to see if there's any splatter of oil on the windscreen. There is none, so we're good to go.
Cool. Engine instruments, check green. So green, green, green. Suction is green. So flight instrument set, DG. So we're about
Which one's your DG?
over here.
Yep.
Nope. Nope. Nope.
There you go. Yep, push in on that side.
About 185. Right?
185 sounds right to me, sure.
Cool. Altitude, altimeter, throttle, and then we have to listen to ATIS.
Well, we just got the ATIS, right? Or we got the AWAS, rather.
Sorry.
Yep. Does it say that on the checklist?
No.
Nope.
Runway check if it's acceptable. Radio's avionics set, IVF.
Yeah, so when you're checking if the runway's acceptable, you're looking, yeah, it's paved, it's dry, it looks great, super long, 5,000 feet. And since 5,000 feet, well, you know, boy, if we're not off by halfway down there, you know, we got quite the problem, you know, because this thing should be off in about 1,000 feet. So we look, and we should be off pretty much by that windsock there, or even by the pappies, you know. So if we pass those red lights and we're still not off, just about at 1,500 feet down there, then we should probably just stay on the ground.
Oh, right.
So you kind of think about your abort point, you know, at this time.
About 2,000,
about 1,500 feet down. You know, if we waited till the middle, you know, where the other runway intersects it, that'd be a little over 2,000 feet, and that'd be a big problem. You know, the airplane would definitely take off before then, so if everything's working right.
Transponder is 1,200, parking brake, check release.
Yep, that's released, it's in.
Doors, windows, secure. So my door is secure. So do I call right now?
Oh, well, you know, you could go ahead and taxi up there.
Okay.
And we'll taxi up, we'll kind of hang to the left here, aim for that little blue light over there.
All right.
And then you'll make a hard right turn so you can face back towards final, exactly.
About now? Or
sure.
On that line?
Yeah, once you hit that line, that'll be a good, you know, amount of room, because then you got to circle back to the left. So nice hard right turn. Get that wing out of the way. Cool. Final looks pretty clear to me.
All right.
So we don't see anybody on downwind, we don't see anybody on base, we don't see anybody on final.
Nope.
Say we can go ahead and depart. Let's go ahead and get that window closed. That was on that checklist that we never completed, I guess.
Finish traffic, Skyhawk 19668, departing runway 13, finish traffic. And we good to go, right?
Yes, we are good to go.
Nice traffic, Cardinal 763, one serve, runway 13, Venice.
Yeah, let's put that center line underneath your butt. Power set, gauges are in the green, airspeed's alive, and
nice
we'll
traffic,
rotate.
Cardinal 763 is departing off runway 13, Venice.
Cool. And we were airborne about 400 feet before our abort point.
Cool.
Now is runway 13 left or right traffic?
Isn't it? I don't know. Oh.
Oh, it is right traffic. It says so on the chart. It says so on the AWAS when you listen to it.
Okay.
And so we'll go ahead and we'll make right traffic. We'll make a right crosswind once we hit 500 feet. And we'll make our right downwind departure. We'll basically follow the beach northbound.
Venice traffic, Tiger Grumman 28655, so straight in, 2 mile final for 13, touch and go, close traffic, Venice. Thank you, sir.
Nice traffic, Cardinal 763 is turning right, crosswind, runway 13,
follow the beach.
heading on the downwind to the east, Venice.
Okay.
So we departed the traffic pattern northbound out of Venice, following the shoreline north on the west coast of Florida there, heading towards Cedar Key. We're going to be passing right into the Tampa Class Bravo airspace, so it was a good time to get VFR flight following from Tampa approach.
All right. And you're departing the pattern northbound.
Finish traffic, Skyhawk 19668, departing the traffic pattern, northbound, finish traffic.
Cool, very good.
Yeah, Venice traffic, Skyflight 772, the blue and white 70, 3 mile final for runway 13 is going to be a full stop, Venice.
Cool, we'll go up to 3,000 feet. So as we're cruising along here, we're leaving Venice, we're flying up the shoreline. What would we want to do as far as who would we want to talk to?
Tampa approach, correct?
Tampa approach, perfect.
Nice traffic, Cardinal 763
So before we do that, let's go ahead and just do a quick little...
Now at 1,500, departing pattern to the east, Venice.
Let's just do a quick little once over of the airplane and see where we're at here with the checklist and stuff. Do we have a climb checklist that we could be doing?
Venice traffic,
We're at climb, pressure increase, okay. Airspeed 92, 100.
Yep, don't spend too much time looking down. You can always hold that checklist up so you can keep looking out the window.
Power 25, 25, make sure lean as required, so start leaning it.
We're above 3,000 feet density altitude, so go ahead and give it, 2 or 3 turns, and we can come back to that in a bit when we get up to cruise altitude. Cool.
Fuel pump check off. It is off.
Awesome.
Alright, that's all.
Cool. Then we'll stow our checklist. And we're going to go ahead and talk to Tampa Approach. So what frequency is Tampa Approach on? Do you remember it, or?
Nope.
Okay. So on this chart here, we've got Sarasota, we've got where we are. Do you notice where Tampa, or what frequency we'd use?
That one?
Yep, 119.65. Let's go ahead and give them a call on 1965.
It would be up here, correct?
Yep. That's COM 1, so you can go ahead and put it in there into your standby.
Tiger Grumman 28655, short.
Tampa Approach, Skyhawk 19668.
Mark 4 Kilo Yankee, reduce your speed by 20 knots. Your speed 20 knots, 4 Kilo Yankee. Who else is calling?
Tampa Approach, Skyhawk 19668.
19668, Tampa Approach.
Go ahead and tell them what you'd like.
Transition through Sarasota airspace along the coast northbound.
Number 668, 10110.
1066. Oh, I messed that
07
up.
Alpha Juliet, contact the tower 120.1.
0110.
Plus 802, contact the tower 120.1.
So when he comes back and says that, instead of giving us the squawk code,
Skyhawk 802, contact tower 120.1.
he just said go ahead. You would say, Skyhawk 19668, where you're at, and what you want to do. So you are 15 miles south of Sarasota, 3,000 feet. Would like to transition Sarasota's Class Charlie airspace northbound along the shoreline.
Did I mess that up?
Well, it's okay. You got two-way radio communication with them. We got a squawk code, so we're automatically cleared in the Class Charlie airspace. We want to hold 3,000 feet here, so just keep scanning your instrument panel, keep focusing on that altitude to hold there.
469, reduce speed to 210.
And at this point, he hasn't given us any instructions, so we're just going to keep flying
Over 4 Kilo Yankee,
up along the coastline. We're going to make.
040, 4 Kilo Yankee.
We're going to listen real closely for him to come back and give us any other instructions. Cool, then when we roll out here, we've been flying for a bit, we've made some turns, probably a good time to go ahead and reset our DG or reset our HSI there. So we'll look at our compass. We're flying straight and level. It shows a heading of about, what would you say there?
Yankee, turn right heading at 170 until my final approach course.
340.
Yeah, sure. So let's just go ahead and sync that up to 340 there, in case he comes back and gives us a heading.
545, 2,500. That's the 668, set up maintain 2,100, traffic 11 o'clock, 3 miles, 3,500 Cessna.
Down 2,100 for Skyhawk, 19668.
That's the 545,
Did you hear him say that?
3 miles northwest.
That's okay.
Sorry.
We'll go ahead and descend down to 2,100. That's the instruction, so we'll just reduce power back to 15 inches.
4 Kilo Yankee.
Don't have to push or pull or do anything else.
14 approach, maintain VFR.
Yep, just let that nose automatically drop. We'll go down to 2,100 feet.
4 Kilo Yankee, contact the tower 120.1.
So remember I said we have to keep a real close listen for our call sign when it's busy like this. You really have to listen, because he doesn't want to call us twice.
Okay.
2,000, med flight 1. Medevac 5 Alpha Tango, contact Miami Center 132.35.
So as you're flying along here, what are you thinking about?
I was thinking about what was said. When I was thinking about why I missed it, or like what my...
Yeah, what's going through your head right now?
I was checking for traffic, I was checking my gauges, and kind of just going over like what was standard and like what I needed to do. And I was also going back through the radio calls and like what we just did.
Cool. It's sometimes hard to go back through your head about radio calls made in the past, or think back to a landing, or think back to a traffic pattern or something you did while you're flying, because while you're flying, your focus is really on the actual flying. So you make a bad radio call, or you make a bad touch and go, or whatever it might be, you kind of really have to just forget about it, put it behind you, and then just focus on what's happening right then and right now. Because if you keep focusing on the other stuff behind you, you'll just keep falling further and further behind the airplane.
1826 Tampa. Contact the tower.
It's busy today. Don't feel bad at all. This is really busy. Heading 320-668.
November 24 Alpha Ranger service terminated.
Heading 320. And that's literally what we're on.
668, you can join the shoreline on course.
Shoreline on course, 668.
Back 0 November Charlie, contact Miami Center 132.3.
Cool, now we can follow the shoreline.
132.3.
No need, like, don't cut this corner here, just aim for the corner.
Okay, well, I was getting on heading.
Well, you're on a heading at 340 now, but the heading we can totally disregard. He said you can join the shoreline on course.
Okay.
So instead of heading 320, which was the last assigned, now we're going to be joining the shoreline on course. Just follow the shoreline on up northbound.
Quebec, Tampa.
Are you going to keep going around this island?
Exactly, yep. We'll just stay on the outer shoreline. So we'll go on the outside of Egmont Key there.
Got it.
Diamond 2 Kilo Delta, fighting 330.
Fly heading
I'll keep us outside the Bravo airspace. So the Class Bravo, like you said, is 6,000 feet over here, but just on the inside of that shoreline is a 1,200. And you don't want to be riding it by like 50 feet or, you know, even 500 feet away. You'd prefer to be, you know, a mile or more.
266, set up maintain 2,100. 2,100.
Don't want to be riding the edge too close. Sometimes their radar's not that accurate, then they think, oh, you're inside the airspace even though you're not.
668, contact approach 125.3.
Contact approach 125.3, Cessna 668. Did you hear that one?
Tampa approach 32 Kilo Delta.
I heard him before, but another person came back at him, and I thought it was us. I was about to jump on at
2 Kilo
2000.
Delta, set up maintain 3,000.
Oh, so he told us to contact approach on 125.3. So that's what we'll go ahead and do. So we'll swap over to 125.3 there. That's in the active now for you. And all you're going to say is Tampa approach, Skyhawk 19668, level 2,100.
Tampa approach, Skyhawk 19668, level at 2,100.
19668 Tampa approach, try to maintain VFR, follow the shoreline northbound.
Follow northbound shore 9668. Shoot.
That's okay. He said maintain VFR, follow the shoreline northbound.
Oh.
And so that's what we'll do is we'll maintain
Region
VFR.
917 to maintain 3,000.
We'll follow the shoreline northbound.
3,000 feet.
We'll try to hang at 2,100. When he says maintain VFR, follow the shoreline northbound, we could really be at any altitude that we really want. But the last sign was 2,100. And, you know, that's a nice one for you to go ahead and practice holding. And that's a good safe altitude for us to be flying around here.
I dropped a little bit during that radio.
Sure, so let's go ahead and fix it. So how can we fix it? If it's 100 feet, you could probably just let the nose come up a little bit. You might be able to bump in a little bit of power.
Tampa approach, Seminole 2425 Alpha. We're 17 miles to northwest as by with information hotel. Like to make a request for Alice 18.
Am I going to keep on this heading or hug that?
You can slowly come back because we can't really swim that far.
Alright.
How far can the airplane glide at 2,100 feet?
170 Whiskey Mike, contact safety tower 18.3.
I
Good day.
don't know the map. Well,
about a
tower,
mile per thousand is a pretty safe bet. Obviously that depends a lot on weight and wind and a number of things. But, you know, nice round easy math, about a mile per thousand feet. So we'll stay within 2 miles of the shoreline.
Yes, sir, 74, intercept the 18 localizer from that heading.
So we continue northbound along the coast, headed towards Cedar Key, and about 60 miles north of Tampa, we canceled our flight following.
19668 radar services are terminated. You are clear the Bravo, squawk 1200, frequency changes approved. You can contact Jack Center 3575.
Just say again for 668.
say again, 668.
Radar services are terminated. Frequency changes approved.
Radar services terminated. Frequency change approved. Skyhawk 668.
Contact 3575 if you want further flight following.
3575, appreciate it. 668. Alright, so
52606, contact Aberwood.
Alright, well, we can turn him off. So basically what he had said was you're clear of the Class Bravo, and 3575 if you want further flight following. Squawk 1200, squawk and VFR, frequency change approved. Don't have to repeat back the whole radar services terminated thing. I kind of, you know, there's no point to repeat that back. I should have just not even bothered.
So you report back squawk 1200 because VFR.
Yeah, you report back the things that you have to do as the pilot, right? So the things you have to do are squawk VFR and frequency change approved. The things you're going to do, right? Squawk VFR and change your frequency.
Okay.
That's what you repeat back to them. Informational things, you don't necessarily have to repeat back unless you want to confirm it. So informational is radar services are terminated. No point in repeating that back because it's just informational. And there's no point in confirming it because it's, you know, so what? The radar service is terminated. He wasn't actually guaranteed to keep you clear of traffic anyways to begin with. Then the one thing I did repeat back was 3575, 13575 would be the next frequency if you want further flight following. So I repeat that back because that is something I want to confirm. Because if I misinterpreted the frequency or misheard them, and I try to call some random frequency, I may not get a hold of who I want to.
Then we went ahead and did a low approach into Cedar Key, since it's a beautiful little strip, a little shorter than most, and figured it'd be a good time to get Carly a little bit of different experience flying into a shorter airport, making the approach there with water on both sides of that runway. Cool little spot to stop into and grab lunch if you ever have the time and you're in the area. KCDK is the identifier there. And then we continued on up to our first fuel stop of Cook County Airport, 15J. Got some cheap gas there, and then continued onward towards Macon, stopping at Perry Houston Airport, PXE. Awesome little airport, and Georgia Bob's Barbecue is just down the street, so we grabbed the crew car there, got some more cheap gas, really friendly FBO, and then decided to hang around the pattern a little bit after lunch, get a little bit more practice in there, and that's what you guys will see on part 2 on the next episode of Flight Mike Alpha flying to Oshkosh.